Hey world, I'm back. Oh my god, it has been 8 months since I've posted a video. And before y'all be on me about some bullshit, look, life happens, okay? I moved to a different apartment. I been traveling United States and just been really taking care of my goals and my family. So don't y'all be getting on me, judging me and shit, okay? It is actually like 3 o'clock in the morning. Eastern Standard Time, but I'm here to make a video about you for you guys because there's been some stuff on my mind. Right now it's September 15th, 2017, and so much has happened. It's been crazy. So one of the big things is that my video named Being Honduran and Garifuna has reached 10,000 views. I know, awesome, right? I'm such a weirdo, but I don't care. 10,000 views, and I've gotten over, um, what is it? More than that. Oh my God, 1,000% rate on my subscribers. So, in other words, my subscriber has grown 10 times than when I started out with. Awesome, cool. My voice is kind of crazy. I'm just actually getting my voice back. I went to the Central American Day Parade and concert venue thingy in New York. Actually flew there because of that. And I can tell I'm getting older. Not because there were like younger girls vying for my spot or anything, but yeah, I'm just getting older. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to say anything negative to anybody and like make people mad, but I was over shit real quickly. Like I just was. That was it. It wasn't much about anything. I did see a lot of people I haven't seen in years, so that was the cool part. And because I don't live in New York anymore, that's like the only time I get to kind of reconnect with people I haven't seen in years, sometimes decades. So for me, it was a blessing. Shout out to all the people. Sorry, my kimbara, my outfit is not popping as it was earlier today, but whatever, we're gonna make it work. So the topic today is something that has actually been reiterated in the past couple of months since I've been off of my vlog, so to speak. It's about our, you know what? Not our generation, but the generation before us. So you call them Generation X, baby boomers, depending on how old your parents are. My mother's a baby boomer. She had me really late, so. But needless to say, it's about parents raising their sons and daughters so differently. And it's actually really annoying to me. Sorry, I'm going to open this up. It's really annoying to me because I think it's really part of a larger scaled problem that we have. So I am the third out of four children, and I have two older brothers. And I truly believe that my two older brothers were not raised to be independent, to be financially stable, and to always be okay with returning back home if they need to get themselves together. Whereas the daughters or the women in my family were taught the complete opposite. And I really believe, oh, my makeup is kind of crazy, but I really believe it starts out with us being young. I don't know if it's Hispanic culture because I am Honduran, but I know I actually spoke to an older woman this week, and to hear her reiterate the things that I was taught, that I now feel that is wrong. And what I mean by that is, she said to me, "Oh, my daughter gotta have all her shit together. My daughter has to have all her stuff together, because these men out here, they're only going to use you and abuse you, or I need my daughter to have her stuff together because no man wants a woman with her stuff not together," which is true. I get that. It makes total sense. My problem is, what are we teaching our sons, our brothers, what are we teaching the male species? Because I've encountered plenty of the male species that haven't got their life together and always able to go back home if things get bad. And I think that's nonsense. I never once thought that if I didn't get my life together, that I could return to my mama's house. And as you guys can see, it's like 3 something in the morning. I don't care. It's never been an option for me. It's just, call it me being stubborn, call it whatever. I don't give a damn what the fuck you call it, actually. But I never thought about going back to my mama's house. And trust me, y'all, I was broke. Okay, I was broke. You can call it homeless. I was homeless. And it never crossed my mind to go all the way back to New York to sleep on, whether it be my mama's couch, sleep with my mama, because my mama actually is a single mom. It just never dawned on me. Never, ever, ever. And, excuse me, a lot of things has happened these past few days in which promotes that culture of us telling our daughters that we have to be more cautious, then the men have to be more responsible. And I'm going to break that cycle. I may not have kids. I'm still up in the air about that. But I definitely know that any young lady that encounters me is not going to be taught to be successful because their man wants them to be successful. I'm going to teach them to be successful because that is what they deserve if they put in the hard work, if they have the ethic, the hard work ethic, and if they train themselves to be successful. I'm not going to teach them to be successful because that is what a man wants. Because what are we teaching our sons? I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I love my mom to death. But my mom has taught my brothers to be codependent on relationships and women. And that actually infuriates me. It does. I'm going to be honest. I've been an open book for you guys, so let me just be honest. It infuriates me because that means I have no leeway in life. Okay? And I get it. My black brothers, they have it hard. I would never ever take that from my black brother. They have it hard out here in these streets, okay? But we have it harder. We make 71 cents to their dollar. Okay? If a man has 3 or 4 kids, like 3 different women, it was his player stage. They even got a song, Papa was a Rolling Stone. They even got a saying, a Rolling Stone gathers no moss. But let a woman have 4 kids by 4 different baby daddies, or 4 different husbands, or 4 different men. She's labeled everything under the sun and then some. And then, by society standards, she is destined to do shit on her own. And that's annoying to me. That is so annoying to me. I've never, ever thought that at 2017, we would be in a position to be okay with a man not taking care of their children. And yet, if a woman decides she wants to leave her kids with the father or anybody else in the family, oh, she's a terrible mother. She is the worst thing in life. And I think that's nonsense. I'm trying not to drop the F-bomb, so excuse me. But it's nonsense. And the Honduran community does it. They do it so damn well. It's almost programmed that the son can be damn near 30 years old and live with the mom, still have his room like he's back in high school. But the daughter, oh, she got to get the hell out. She get pregnant, oh, she got to get out. She got to get going. But if the son get 2 women pregnant at the same time, Oh, we gotta check the DNA. We gotta do a. Oh, y'all cut through so much red tape for y'all sons. Before the daughter, it's a wrap. And I think it's just so annoying to me. I'm looking at my dude back here. He's like, come say hi. He's crazy.
Hey, people.
Alright, now get my ass out my video. Anyway, he's really like the total opposite of me. He's quiet. He won't. But I'm offended with our community. And when I say our community, I don't want the Hondurans to be offended. Because it ain't a Hondurans. It ain't a Honduran issue. It is a community issue. Whether you're black, Puerto Rican, whatever you are, if you're from my community, which is the Bronx community, the Hispanic community, the black community, that's my community I'm speaking to. You know, I just came across this thing called rape culture. And listen to me before y'all just like, oh, I don't want to hear nothing about rape. We heard this thing with the girl named Kanika in Chicago. And granted, I just heard news that she actually walked herself into the freezer. It has nothing to do with this. Listen to what I'm saying. She was raped. Whether she walked in the freezer or not, whether she was murdered or not, we know for a fact she was raped. We know it. We heard it. We seen the text messages. We seen everything. The girl was raped. Yet, instead of us saying, where are these men? Let's get them. Let's get these guys that are going to, that raped this young lady. Okay. Now, originally we thought it led to her death, but even if it didn't, rape is still a crime. It is still a felony. Instead, you know what we said to each other? Oh, this is why my mother never let me sleep over. Really? Really? This is it? That's all we're talking about? We put the blame on the other females for not looking out. Not for the guys actually raping her. This is what we're doing now in 2017. People be wondering why I don't have kids. Do you know how hard I would go for my kids? Do you understand that I am willing to go to jail or prison, federal, for my children or kid if I was to have one? And you know, it lends itself to the fact that we still blame the women for, and mind you, men and women set this girl up. Let's put it out there. They may not be men and women. Let me take it back. Females and males set this young lady up to be a victim. And yet, while we're still trying to find the male perpetrators, we were quick to say to the women or say to other young girls, this is why we don't allow you for sleepovers. This is why you got to watch your friends. How about the guys not rape the girl? How about let's just be 100 about this situation? You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I've learned to own my body, but it took years of disabusing myself of the fact that this is my body. If I chose to be promiscuous, monogamous, or whatever, or anything in between, this is my body. I got to deal with that. But society makes you feel like it's their body. And let me tell you why. Because they make you feel as if you do anything to your body that's not within their norm, you know, sleep with one guy, be monogamous, and get married, and then you're everything under the sun that's negative. And I think that's I want to disabuse of every woman that comes in my path, any female, young lady, anybody I would say over the age of 18 or over. I want to disabuse them of that fact. That if they sleep, or if they make a mistake, because your sons make plenty of mistakes. I want to disabuse them of that fact that they're not good enough. That women are damaged goods if we make mistakes. And trust me, we're going to. It's just realistic. It's just real life shit going on here. I've made plenty. Anybody got any questions for me? I'm such an open book that it actually offends people when I'm so open. It offends them because they're like, and I mean like, really? Because let me tell you, you see my dude? He fly. I live in a beautiful gated community. I own my own business. And I still made terrible mistakes when I was young. Hell, I make terrible mistakes. But my thing is, I know how to bounce back. I do. And that's what we got to do. But this culture of teaching our sons to be irresponsible, but teaching our daughters to be overly cautious is some bullshit. And this shit makes me upset. It really does. I'm about to be 35 next month. Y'all know I never had my age. And it's just annoying to me to see girls have to cower in fear to tell their mothers mistakes that their mothers probably made when they were even younger than the daughters making the mistakes. They can't even tell their mother the truth about their life. Whether they be gay, bisexual, transgender, whatever. Whether they slept with one guy, two guys, they decided to do a threesome. They can't even tell their mothers the truth. Because their mother holds them, puts them on a pedestal. And it's ridiculous. Treat your son like he's your damn man. You give him 5,000. 5,000 chances and give your daughter one chance to fuck up. That shit is annoying. And we need to stop that. We need to stop celebrating our sons being irresponsible. And we need to hold them accountable for their nonsense. Well, this is one of the longest videos I posted, but I was really upset by this because I'm about to be 35. And even my mother now, she does it to me. And I should be looking at her like, okay, I love you, but you bugging. And, you know, I love my mother enough to know that we have cultural, generational, and educational differences. And that's never speaking down on my mother. My mother is so intelligent. She made it. She went from another country to another country and made it. I can't sit there and say I would be able to do the same. To not know the native language of the country I settled in and still become successful. I can't say that. I can't. I can never take that away from my mother. But there are some times when the generational differences, I be looking at her like, and you know what? You know when your mom Honduran, you just gotta be like, okay, mommy, okay, and still do your shit your way and hope that she forgives you. I have a very forgiving mother. I will tell you that much. Excuse me. But I will say this. I am not holding any female more responsible than I will hold the male in this situation. Period. That's it. That's all I'm gonna hold both of y'all accountable. I'm just gonna do that. That's the life I live. Unless you're my sister and you like slept with somebody that you shouldn't, maybe then I'm like, because you have that responsibility to me as a sister or as a sibling or as a cousin or a family member. But other than that, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna break that cycle. For all my nieces, I have plenty of nieces. I have so many nieces. I had one ashamed to tell me she was pregnant because she knew that I wanted her to be successful. So I sat there and told her, okay, fine, but what's your plan? You know, everything is for exactly the plan. I get it. Things, it just don't work out like that. I get it. So now what's your plan? Now that you have a child. How are you going to get to be successful and independent? And when I mean independent, I don't mean independent for a man. I mean independent from financial instability, spiritual instability, mental instability. That's what I mean. But anyway, you guys, so it is Virgo season. Imagine that. Anyway, it's Virgo season. Happy birthday to all the Virgos. I hope you have life, love, happiness, blessings. And love you guys as always. Anyway, comment on my stuff. I know it's been a while, so I felt like I had to give y'all a 20-minute video. So I have about 8 seconds left. I just want to tell you that I love you guys. And please, just be y'all. Just have fun, live your life. Ask for forgiveness later. Bye.